Hey everybody, it's Netflix, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the RAKE. I want to give a shout out to Nesprite YouTube for giving me this suggestion for this video. I have played this game before with Nesprite by myself, so that's why there's 6 survivals. I'm just going to give a review on what I think about this game personally. It is pretty scary. I mean, I was screaming with some jump scares, so it was a little bit frightening. But I feel like you could get used to the jump scares after a while. So the way it starts is you start out in the dark and you are wandering around the map, and your goal is to try to survive the night without getting caught by the rake. So I guess a good strategy that I've been using is just sticking to the edge as much as possible instead of going into the middle where I feel like the rake would most likely be. So right now I'm just walking around, just chilling, doing my own thing. You can look for scrap metal, and you can actually trade that for points in the game. And points will get you certain like items that you need in the game and things like that. So right now I'm at base camp, and basically it's just there is a scrap of paper on the ground. I'm still trying to figure out what that scrap of paper does. It has some sort of code. I'm not sure if this is like a some coordinates or something like that. I have no idea what the code is. I've been trying to figure that out ever since I started playing this game. One thing that I kind of don't like about this game is that it's very repetitive. It's on the same map, and you basically just have the same objective, is to try to survive the night without getting caught by the rake. So it is kind of boring in a sense. But I mean, the jump scares never get old. I mean, I still get scared when I hear the rake scream or when people die. So basically right now I'm just walking around the map. I think I'm in the middle of the map. I'm not sticking to the edge of the map like I should be. So basically, here's a scrap metal, so I just found one. That's worth 19 points. They're scattered along the map, so you can find different ones. So far the places I have visited in this game, there is a observation tower, there is a, the base camp, a safe quote-unquote house. Spoiler alert, it's not really safe. The rake could still come in and get you. And the safe house is operated by power, which is another area you need to go, is the power plant. There will be a power outage if you do use up too much power. Places that use power is the safe house. The observation tower, I believe, also uses up power. So it's very important when you are in the safe house. During daytime, you keep the door open. You do not keep the door closed, because when you close the door, it does waste some power. So during daytime, I would keep the door open. As you can see, someone just got killed. And another person just got killed as well. So I'm just going to be running around. You can usually tell where the rake is based on screams and stuff like that. And I did hear that he was kind of nearby, so I'm going to avoid that. So right now, I believe I have arrived at the safe house. I'm going to see if there's anybody right now inside the safe house that can let me in. It's open. The door is open. And look at that, it's already day. Since I did spawn in late and not for the full part of the game, I will not get credit for surviving this night. As you can see, this is the safe house. There's a lever right there. That lever controls the door. And then there's another lever on the left side of the door, and that's just the light switch. So now I see a couple more people coming in. In the safe house, you can also obtain a radio that you can use to communicate with different players. So right now what I'm doing is I'm going to just try to show the map as much as I can. I believe that's where the rake comes out of, that little cave area over there. Usually, and there's the power plant right there that you can go to in order to turn on the power again. I believe you do get extra points when you do turn on the power. I'm not too sure. But I'm going to try to test that out during the next night. Right now, I'm trying to look around for the shop. Again, I don't know this map well, at all. There's another piece of scrap metal. That one's worth 27. So once I find the shop, I'm going to exchange all of the scrap metals that I have found, and I'm going to put them into the shop, and I can get points off of that. I do want to make a note. Something that I don't really like too much is that when it comes to this game, your points reset every time you leave the game. So you have to earn the points back again. And also your items, you do not get to keep the items that you buy. Which kind of makes sense. I mean, because it would be unfair if you just start out with all the items. It just insinuates that you need to play the game more, like, and stay in the game as long as possible in order to get the perks that the points do give you. So basically right now, all the players are just walking around. I made it back to the safe house. I might just stay in the safe house for this round unless the power goes out. There is actually a tool in the shop that can allow you to... he just slammed the door on me. Anyways, and he shouldn't be closing the door. I'm gonna just kind of tell him that he shouldn't really be... I hope he does speak English. This looks like a Spanish-speaking server that I'm in. But I'm just going to type that he needs to keep the door open so we do not waste the power. And I just realized he just left the server, so I don't need to do that anymore. So I'm just going to open the door until nighttime starts. Again, safe house is not really necessarily the safest place you can be. Especially if there's like a lot of people with you in the safe house, it's definitely not the best place to be. So yeah, this is honestly just a game review, just showing you guys the map, things like that. I'm still working on the Discord server. The person who was helping me make the Discord server, I'm not sure if they are completely done with putting in the modifications that I had requested they put in. So once again, stay tuned, and once the Discord server is ready, I will definitely make a video about that, and I will post the link in the Discord server below. I will say that there are certain rules in the Discord server that you are going to have to follow, and I can list the rules right now since we have some time. There's going to be no swearing or use of bad language in this server. The server does follow the guidelines that you have to be 13 plus in order to join the server, and if that you are not, we will ban you immediately. I do not want to be I don't want to be pinged directly, unless if it's a situation that only I can solve. That's why we have mods and admins to help me out with that, since I am a busy person and I have a life outside of this. Don't spam the mods or the admins either, that's not cool. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just hanging out in the game. I'm going to see what everyone is saying on the radio. And I'm just staying in the safe house until the power outage goes out, and it will let you know once the power is out. So I was with someone earlier, but it looks like they have left the game, so I am by myself now. Another thing that I will say for the server is please keep personal information off of the server. We will delete the messages if you do share any personal information that we deem is not appropriate. We do want to respect everyone's privacy, so don't ask for personal information. Be kind to others and respect others. If you do not do this, this is a big no-no. I will ask my mods to either kick or ban you depending on how bad it is. And you need to be treating the staff and the mods respectfully. If I see any disrespect to my mods or staff, I will personally kick you or I will personally ban you, depending on the severity. This server is intended for people to just wind down, so I do not want any negativity on my server. I just please keep that to yourself. I understand that life can be rough sometimes, but they're just, so right now I just had a power outage. So I'm going to try to find the power plant without being caught by the RAKE. And unfortunately, since I don't really know the layout of the map that well, it might take me a while. So I'm just going to do that. Another thing that I do not want in the server is please do not talk about topics that could possibly trigger someone. I don't want any of those topics being brought up because, personally myself, there are some things that I have my own triggers to, and I just don't want them brought up in the server. And you guys should know what type of stuff it counts as triggering stuff. The server has a 3 strikes rule. So first strike is you will be muted for 24 hours, which is 1 day. For your second warning, you're going to be kicked from the server. You can re-enter, but my staff and I will have a talk about whether re-entry is allowed for you. And then final warning is you just get banned, because honestly, you should know what is and is not allowed on a server. Obviously, I'm desperately trying to find the power plant, and I'm failing to do so. So this is really bad. This is not good. So I do have something on my server that is a Q&A, and I am going to ask that if you are going to ask me questions, please make sure that you respect that there are some things that I just do not want to answer. And it's not because of you, it's just I would like to keep some privacy for myself as well. So I will politely decline answering the question. Don't keep spamming the question in hopes that I'm going to respond to it. I'm not going to respond to it if I've already deemed that I do not like that question being asked. When you're suggesting content, because I do have a part in the Discord server where I will ask for suggestions, please make sure they are appropriate. I'm not going to play any games on Roblox that I deem inappropriate for people. The general chat that is in the server is mainly for just talking about games, but you can also talk about positive stuff throughout the day. Chat will be monitored by mods, and also if you do not know if a message that you are about to post will violate the rules, I just wouldn't post it at all just to be safe, because again, you only get 3 strikes and then you're out of the server completely, because I'm not tolerating any bad behavior on my server. There's going to be no voice chat in the server. Do not ask for a voice chat to be put in place. The reason why I'm not going to have a voice chat in the server is because moderators and admins cannot fully always watch the server, and that includes voice chat. And right here, I just found the power plant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to turn on the power without being caught by the rake. I'm just going to be really careful and just try to get oh no, I just heard a scream, but apparently it also takes your health when you fail to turn on the power, so that is a problem. I just heard the rake scream and I got a little bit scared. I'm gonna try again to turn on the power. I was a little bit paranoid there. It looks like the rake I don't see him anywhere near, so I'm a little bit scared to go back, but I think I'm safe for right now, so I think I'm just gonna go back and I'm going to try to turn on the power again. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to read the rest of the servers. This rule is extremely important. I think this is the most important rule in the server, is have fun and relax. This server is for positive motivation, as well as a place to find other Roblox characters who play similar games to you. So do keep that in mind. Do not ask for perms. I specifically give people perms who I know well. So if you just ask for perms, there's probably the chance of you ever getting those perms is close to none, because I do not like being bugged about getting certain permissions. So I hope that you will respect that. If you do not like that, then I'm sorry, this isn't the server for you. So please refrain from asking for permissions. And that includes asking other staff members for permissions. And that also, I do not want you asking for advice to get permissions, because in a way that I kind of view that as being manipulative. You get perms if you get perms. That's basically what it is. A lot of people are dying right now, and I am a little bit scared because I'm a little bit more paranoid, and I restored the power successfully, and I'm not sure, I'm going to see if you do get points after that. I'm pretty sure you should get points. I haven't tried restoring the power yet, so I have no idea. The last rule is for images: do not post pictures of yourself or others, do not post pictures that are inappropriate, and do not post any chat logs. That is just disrespectful to post personal chat logs or personal messages that you and someone else have been having. You will be flagged for that, and you will be muted for that. So those are the rules of the Discord server. These rules are in place to help protect everybody in the server and keep the server fair and safe. Again, if you do not think these rules are appropriate, then again, this is not the server for you. The server is, you know, it's also to be able to interact with my subscribers. Um, Again, like I said, just follow those rules and you should be fine. But we do have really strict rules in the server, and I do expect that these rules be followed. Before you are allowed into the general chat, I will request that you read the rules carefully again and that you say I agree, so we could keep track of who has at least seen the rules, so then there will be no confusion if you do end up getting muted or kicked or possibly banned. That's just to... Oh, and here's another scrap piece of metal. I really need to try to find the shop so I can turn the... And it's daytime. So it looks like we are safe. I have survived the rake. So I'm going to try to run around and try my best to find that shop. That's not the shop. That's the safe house. So I got a little bit happy there. So let's see. So yes, you do get points for restoring the power, and you also get points for traveling as well. And you, of course, get points for surviving. So that's cool. Alright, so I'm going to try to find the shop so I can at least show you all the items that are in the shop. Hopefully I can find them. But going back to what I was saying about the server, again, you know, just be respectful to people. Don't be rude. There's a lot of hate in this world, and I don't want my server to contribute to that. So, once again, just follow the rules, and you should be fine. I am very excited for the Discord server to be ready, because I am excited to see what suggestions that all of my subscribers do have for me. Again, I will read your suggestions. It doesn't mean I'm going to take them into consideration, or, well, that doesn't mean I'm gonna like use them, but I will take them into consideration. Sorry, I worded that wrong. But I will always give you credit, just like I gave Nesprite YouTube for the credit today for this video about the rake. Thank you again, Nesprite YouTube, for this amazing suggestion. And I cannot wait to see everyone else's suggestions as well. Again, make sure the suggestions are appropriate, of course. I don't want to make inappropriate content for anyone. I'm mainly just going to be trying to stick to just Roblox games for right now, because it is already difficult enough for me to actually screen record games and be able to play the game at the same time. I do tend to lag, especially on like certain games like Creatures of Sonoria. I tend to lag on a lot when I do screen record. Oh, and I just found the shop after a long time of searching. So there's different items you can get in the shop. I'm going to sell my scraps, and I did get 134 points for those scraps. I'm not really sure what the collect is for, but there's different items as you can see here. This one costs the most is a stun stick that can help you stun the rake. A watch is pretty good because it shows how much more time there is in the day and night. So that's actually pretty good to have. So I'm going to buy that. I'm going to also buy the map here. And I think I'm going to buy the tracker as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. And I do hope that I will see you guys soon. Bye. Take care of yourselves.